In the grim darkness of the far future, where humanity hovers on the precipice of oblivion amid endless conflict and cosmic dread, there exists a realm known as the Warp. Among the inhabitants of this otherworldly expanse are the demons of chaos, twisted embodiments of pure malevolence and unimaginable might. Emerging from the darkest recesses of the Warp, these demons unleash havoc and despair upon the galaxy, serving their chaos gods with an insatiable appetite for destruction. Their forms, as varied and grotesque as the ghastliest nightmares, embody the ceaseless horrors that plague the war-torn universe of the 41st millennium. Nestled deep within the murky depths of the Forge of Souls lurks Vashtorr the Arkifane, a formidable demon veiled in mystery to all but a select few within the Imperium's vast expanse. He is more than a mere entity of chaos. He is a demigod of inventors, engineers, and scholars, his essence pulsating with the raw energy of relentless curiosity and innovation. Within the smoldering embers of his essence lies an insatiable hunger, a relentless drive pushing the boundaries of creation to their darkest extremes. Unlike his infernal brethren, Vashtorr defies the shackles of servitude, refusing to kneel before the four chaos gods that reign over the Warp. Instead, he carves out his own dominion within the swirling maelstrom of chaos. Despite all he has achieved, Vashtorr had grown dissatisfied with his status. Yearning to ascend beyond the confines of his current stature, he harbored a fervent desire to transcend mortal limitations and ascend to the divine echelons as a fifth chaos god. Driven by the echoes of a prophecy, Vashtorr embarked on a quest to achieve godhood. His pursuit led him to a mysterious key, a mosaic of fragments scattered across time and space after the war in heaven. Using the key in conjunction with the lock and the weapon, it would gift untold power to the one who could unravel their mysteries. But Vashtorr realized he needed significant mortal aid to succeed in his quest, since the artifacts were scattered across real space. This led him to seek out Abaddon the Despoiler, who commanded the heretic forces of the Black Legion. He agreed to enter an alliance with the Arkifane to restore the key. After Vashtorr informed him the weapon's power could be used to finally destroy the Imperium and win the long war against the Emperor. As the drums of war thundered across the galaxy, Vashtorr created the Arks of Omen from modified space hulks that allowed Abaddon to initiate the campaign. They were designed to both track down the artifacts that were the components of the key and destroy any who opposed that effort. Amidst the campaign, Vashtorr orchestrated an assault on the Rock, a bastion of the Dark Angel's resilience. His invasion sought to claim the elusive key fragment hidden deep within the fortress. Yet fate had conspired against him, casting betrayal towards his ambitions. His demon rival, Belkor, materialized amidst the fray, his presence a harbinger of treachery. Belkor appeared with his own forces to stall until the Imperium's reinforcements arrived. Though thwarted in his initial gambit, he seized upon the tides of another opportunity in the Somnium Stars. It became the stage for his retribution as he converted the ruins of Caliban, the Dark Angel's fallen homeworld, into the mechanical monstrosity known as the Wormwood. It prowled the heavens like a ravenous predator, its engines thrummed with the promise of devastation. Amidst the chaos of battle, Vashtorr, a cunning strategist, wielded the mobile planetoid as both shield and spear against the relentless forces of the Imperium. As loyalists scrambled to thwart the relentless advance of the Wormwood, their attention ensnared by its looming threat, Vashtorr toiled in secrecy. Hidden from their sight, he forged a device of unimaginable power, the Dissonance Engine. He unleashed his creation, activating the key. A gateway unfurled before him, a passage to the abyss between realms. Through this tear in reality, he guided the Wormwood into the depths unknown. As the echoes of battle faded, a new journey emerged. The Arkifane sets its gaze upon a new prize, the lock. With it, he seeks to unleash the weapon, a force poised to reshape the very fabric of existence. The Inquisition recognized this threat, and as such has ordered all available assets to be used to stop Vashtorr at all costs. Unlike the minions of the Chaos Guards, he is beholden to no master but himself. His will is his own. He claims to forego allegiance to any of the Chaos Gods and instead exercises his own influence. Vashtorr is able to declare independence from the 4 Chaos Gods due to the existence of the Great Game. The Great Game, a ceaseless conflict born from the depths of the warp, is a battleground where the 4 malevolent deities clash in a storm of destruction and agony. Within this war, he carved out a niche as a weapons supplier, crafting the infernal engines of war known as demon engines. They were monstrous amalgamations of demon and machine, born to ravage and desecrate, wrought from the darkest recesses of the warp. They were more than mere instruments of war. They were embodiments of carnage and devastation, fueled by an insatiable thirst for blood and violence. Thus, his strategic positioning as the premier arms dealer of the Great Game rendered his services too valuable, his creations too potent for the Chaos Gods to risk their wrath upon him. He is an agent of no single power, yet a precarious ally to them all. Vashtorr has his own unique role within the wider pantheon of the realm of chaos, for he is the master of the Forge of Souls. In the shifting sands of the formless wastes, there lies a place of immense power and dread. It is a titanic, metaphysical foundry shrouded in perpetual darkness and veiled in thick, oily fumes that choke the air with their suffocating embrace. Within this colossal forge, Vashtorr reigns supreme as its master, a figure both feared and revered in equal measure. Here, in this realm untouched by the influence of the Chaos Gods, he commands the blind, ever-mutating demon craftsmen who toil endlessly at their infernal work. The clang of dark iron reverberates through the air. The fires of the forge burn, fueled by the tortured souls of the damned whose anguished screams echo throughout the realm. Amidst the chaos, legions of nightmare creatures labor tirelessly at the colossal screaming bellows, stoking the flames that consume all in their path. Among the forge's creations are the terrifying soul grinders, a specialized demon engine. These monstrous war machines, born of the darkest arts and forged in the stew of eternal damnation, are a testament to the power wielded by the master of the forge. They stand as a towering titan with a humanoid upper body, its massive frame bristling with infernal weaponry and armored plating that gleams with the malevolent glow of the forge's baleful fires. Its 6-legged form shifting and twisting with unnatural fluidity, with its eyes burning with an unholy light that strikes fear into the hearts of mortals and demons alike. Few mortals, regardless of their species, have ever crossed paths with this elusive entity, for his presence in real space has been a rarity, a fleeting glimpse amidst history. His appearances, though infrequent, are harbingers of calamity, heralding impending doom. The birth of Vashtorr is still unknown, though many scholars have theories. Some whisper that his origins lie within an ancient arms race that consumed civilizations in its recklessness. They speak of a time when stars trembled at the might of cosmic conflicts, creating beings like Vashtorr for their wars. Others weave tales of his genesis amidst the shadows of humanity's dark age of technology. In the era where innovation and hubris intertwined, they say he was born from the very essence of the warp, a demon forged out of mankind's darkest ambitions. Some even go so far as to name him the harbinger of those horrors, a dark patron whose influence almost destroyed humanity. And yet, there are those who whisper of a different genesis, one intertwined with technological upheavals that shape the cosmos. They speak of pivotal moments when the necrons transcended, their mechanical and immortal awakening sending ripples through the warp, empowering entities like Vashtorr with newfound strength. And they also speak of the creation of the primarchs Space Marines, a feat of science that further amplified Vashtorr's presence. Vashtorr has demonstrated several unholy powers, the most mundane of which is to fly extremely swift. No aerodynamic wings graced his back. Instead, 4 gleaming scythe-like blades stretched forth, slicing through the air with deadly grace. Each blade pulsated with an eerie energy, capable of unleashing destruction akin to the wrath of lightning. But his prowess extended beyond mere flight and physical might. He can dissect the intricate workings of his foes' advanced weaponry, every cog, every circuit, every iota of technological intricacy laid bare before his gaze. Not content with mere observation, he can also absorb the very energies hurled against him, siphoning power from the weapons meant to vanquish him. Then he would redirect this stolen essence back towards his opponents or use it as healing energy to knit his wounds. But his abilities were limitless. Through twisted incantations, he unleashed scrap code war cries that echoed through the battlefield. These vile utterances wormed their way into the very fabric of enemy war gear, weapons and vox systems, corrupting them with a virulence that turned allies against their masters. In the presence of Vashtorr, even the most advanced technology trembled, succumbing to his control. This concludes today's chapter from the archives. Please like and subscribe if you want more. Leave a comment on which chapter we should reveal from the archives next.